This time, on Highway Thru Hell,
She's pretty unstable.
a lopsided wreck
That thing is sketchy.
tests Merv and the rotator.
They'll always need the ditch.
Greg swings back into action
Not a good place for us to be.
on a supersized challenge
We're back on the Coquihalla.
and a face from the past
Welcome aboard.
As long as it comes in one piece, I'm happy.
makes a heavy rescue comeback.
Snowing. Oh, yeah. When is that time of year?
Mid-November on BC's Coquihalla Highway.
It's worse and worse as you go up.
Temperatures hovering around zero
Snow scratches.
make the climb greasy.
It just turns into a slush ball. But people keep coming. That's everybody's motto. It'll never happen to me.
Hustling down Snowshed Hill
Go be gentle.
is a Vulcan wrecker like no other.
Back down and unplug the road.
Who is it, help wiring?
All right, let's roll. First, second, third, fourth. 1, 2, 3, 4.
For more than 3 decades,
All right, here we go.
Al Quiring has helped truckers running the mountain pass.
When I started towing for my dad, there would be maybe 50 trucks in 24 hours. But now, there's about 6,500 trucks.
On the south side of the snowshed,
He's had a little bit of an issue.
You can't park here, you're gonna get hit. We need to get you out of the way.
Highway Supervisor Tom Agar
No brakes. Let your clutch out.
does his part,
No brakes.
coaching a nervous driver
Stay towards the guardrail.
down the steep grade.
Yeah, okay, you're good now.
Don't do that too often.
I'll be staying out here until this all ends.
But heading northbound,
Going to Regina.
one trucker hauling industrial supplies
When I'm 18, I jumped in the truck. It's been a few years.
is extremely confident.
It's 49,000 pound load. For this little bit of snow on the road, don't even really need chains.
One thing Coquihalla stands for is steep hill bring chains.
As Christian Shoderna clears the snowshed, his barefoot gamble
It's kind of skidding. It's getting a little icy here.
stops him dead.
Oh, looks like somebody spun out.
It's not. That's scary. Hopefully, there's nobody crashing in me.
It's very stressful. Stressful for that driver.
Now I'm getting nervous.
The lanes are blocked past the snowshed.
High on the Coquihalla,
Damn, she wouldn't make it.
a trucker spinning without chains.
Hopefully, there's nobody crashing in me.
Is in a dangerous situation.
You got malware going. We're gonna use them.
Backing down the hill for the 14th time tonight.
You thought you were just about done? and it starts all over again.
Al
Well, I'm excited.
arrives to get Christian to safety.
Here's the rescue.
You betcha.
Now you're getting a tow up the hill, and then at the end of that, you gotta go by chains.
I just let you know I got 50,000 pound load on. You got 2 axles chained up, well, that's good.
Okay, let's start grabbing here.
Yep.
Rattled from the spin out,
I never had a tow up though.
the pull up
Ah, he's struggling.
is nerve-wracking for Christian.
That slushy snow here, this is worse than ice.
Yeah, he's just moving here now.
But as Big Green claws up the mountain,
How much better?
Okay.
he settles in for the ride.
I enjoy having a tow truck around.
How you handle yourself after you're spun out, that's what makes good drivers versus bad drivers.
Okay.
It takes confidence and tenacity to get the job done.
This is it? Awesome. Thank you, man.
No plows are on the way up here.
And we managed to get everyone going, and looks to be slowing down here for a little bit.
Yeah, we're moving, Pink.
55 miles north,
That highway looks great today. Yeah, good shape.
the town of Merritt is bare and dry.
Well, let's go look at that truck.
At the reliable towing yard,
Do you think that timing chain would be an issue with that?
owner Suki Manj is on site
It's always the right-hand side.
to welcome a new hire
When you start it up, you really hear it.
expected to arrive today.
My plan has always been to bring people together and grow.
En route from the west,
Away we go.
Reliable's new addition is no stranger to heavy rescue.
He knows the industry. For me, it was a no-brainer.
Looking forward to doing what I do.
Returning to mountain recovery is the unmistakable Scott Bird.
After being away for 5 years, just thinking to myself, what am I doing?
Back on the Coquihalla.
In winters past,
You ready, Jim?
Scott and his one-of-a-kind attitude
Oh, yeah.
worked for Jamie Davis.
You don't do as you're told, leave.
There's days when I love Scott, and there's days when his rough around the edges personality irks me to death. But I was confident 100% that he's going to get out there and do the job.
We're doing big bad pulls like this. We're big bad chains, buddy.
Jamie has his style, and I have my style.
Go, go.
All of us striving to be the best that we can be.
Smash.
Today,
So I'll just be hitting the mountain from the other angle now.
Scott and his 3 decades of recovery know-how
I'm really looking forward to getting behind the controls.
arrive at Reliable's Merritt base.
Wow. The man himself. Welcome aboard.
Thanks.
The key things I think about bringing you on, Scott, is to have you work with the rest of the guys.
Scott has the experience. Like, number one, it's hard to get that.
They want to listen to an old fella you had around for a little bit. Glad to teach.
Awesome.
I'm getting on in age, and that's what I'm hoping to accomplish here, is just working well with some of the younger guys.
Hey, buddy. You ready for it?
Let's go to work.
Can't wait to learn some new tricks from him.
Team Reliable, away we go.
2 hours later,
Time to go play on the go.
in a familiar 50-ton wrecker, Scott heads to his first call in years.
I'm driving a truck that used to be dubbed HR 116.
Bought from Jamie Davis, the Heavy is now Reliable's most powerful truck.
Off to the races we go.
Minutes away from the yard, Scott arrives at a busy off-ramp that's been shut down.
Then the mayhem starts.
I've told him I can walk the walk. Now I just have to step up, prove myself.
Here's the rub rail. Go around the corner there.
But Scott soon realizes
My goodness.
he'll be shaking the rust off
Guy coming into the corner way too hot.
on a blowout job.
Oh, that looked like it, huh?
Basically, it just exploded on impact. There's parts and pieces everywhere.
A lot of ramp block. RV by the look of it.
On the edge of Merritt,
The motorhome, he didn't do a very good job on that corner.
Scott's first recovery in years
This corner has claimed a few.
is an explosive situation.
It's an older motorhome made out of wood. There's parts and pieces, just a mess.
On the tight corner, the camper hammered into the guardrail, ripping its flimsy frame to shreds.
The driver got ejected. I understand he made it, but it was bad.
You usually only get one chance to find out you went too fast.
Arriving on scene,
Hey, buddy.
Ready to go?
Supervisor Dylan Greenwood
All right, well,
joins Reliable's newest hire.
Scott's a good person of experience to come here and help take some weight off my shoulders.
got the skylight in there now.
Dylan
I heard another accident there in Rainbow Corner.
knows this off-ramp is notorious.
Trucks crash into the wall, leaving a streak of paint, so they call it Rainbow Corner.
But Scott discovers this wreck is exceptionally foul.
It hit you like a brick wall. He hadn't dumped his sandy tanks.
Oh,
The camper's septic system
nasty, man.
ruptured in the crash.
The smell is just absolutely disgusting.
We're tow truck guys, and we're supposed to sweep up the mess, but sometimes it gets beyond.
Ugh. Blech.
They never crash with the septic tanks empty. They're always full.
But with the main route into town shut down,
This is the busiest intersection on the entire Coquihalla, so it's got to get cleared up.
the 19,000-pound motorhome on the verge of collapse
I think it's got an awfully flat-looking tire.
needs to be moved off the barrier.
The RV's in rough shape. This thing almost needs a trailer to be leaving here.
We gotta do it, we gotta do it.
Anybody tell me that exit's closed?
But Scott will dust off his skills
Closed.
and see what he can pull off
Tell me what you think when we're moving.
with a heavy wrecker on scene.
The logistics of doing the recovery, you're kind of trying to balance it out.
You ready?
We think this thing is gonna hold it together enough to be able to drag it off the highway.
As long as it comes in one piece, I'm happy.
If this thing falls apart, we're gonna have no choice but to pick it up by hand. I don't want to do that.
Good.
Okay, we're out. Go for broke.
Go for broke.
Now off the barrier. Scott and Dylan push the limit. Limping to a nearby rest stop.
There you go.
We're gonna try and sneak it all the way to the yard, but it was very evident that that wasn't gonna happen.
It wasn't going to make it.
Boy, hell.
So Dylan puts in a call
Hi. Hey, how's it going?
to operator James Luke.
I got a motorhome I need to throw in that landall.
I was already scheduled to do another job.
Okay. All right, thanks, bud.
It's going to be hours upon hours of waiting.
We'll get him the pooey in.
I'll take this to the yard.
All right.
Dylan leaves Scott
Dylan stole my gloves.
to play the waiting game for now.
Oh, it's going to cost him plenty. Oh, yeah.
2 hours southwest in the Fraser Valley.
Can you tell me what's going on eastbound?
Dump truck there. Getting destroyed.
A mess of bent metal has the Trans-Canada Highway pinched down to one lane.
Thanks for the heads up, driver.
5 minutes away,
We're gonna go Highway 1 east of Mount Lehman.
operator Chris Mervin heads to the call in Aggressive Towing's 50-ton rotator.
Towing, we don't know what we're doing every day. It always changes.
Arriving at the crash site for 39-year-old Merv.
Yeah, I just passed that wreck. It's not pretty.
A special day
It's my birthday. I'm supposed to be at a dinner right now.
isn't exactly going as planned.
Every year for the last 4 years, I've got a wreck on my birthday. If you want to make a plan to do something, you're going to end up working.
Crazy.
Everything's strewn out all across the whole ditch. There's bits and bobs everywhere.
Nuts, man.
The accident happened before nightfall
That thing is rolled a few times.
when the loaded dump truck blew a steer tire
There's a car involved there, too.
and smashed into a four-wheeler.
I assume everybody made it okay.
Thankfully, nobody was injured in this crash.
When you lose your steer tire, it pulls the truck whatever direction it wants. It just kind of goes for a free-for-all.
It's very important to have good tires. If they're below the wear indicators or at the wear indicators, change them.
Now,
Oh, wow.
also on scene is Merv Swamper, Jordan Comerford.
Yard sale.
Yeah, slightly. What a mess. I'm quite surprised there was no serious injuries.
For the past several winters,
Yeah, you're good.
25-year-old Jordan has been Merv's trusted right-hand man.
Well, Jordan's a very hard worker. He's always listening, always learning.
One day, I would like to be in one of the rotators. So I can do what Merv does.
Tonight, to get the mangled dump truck out of the ditch.
Like 70s or 80s? I'll grab, good ones.
From the rotator, they'll run a high line and a low line to lift and winch the unit back to the road.
Does it go around?
But Jordan sees a go-to hook point is damaged.
Anything?
Not really.
I take my rigging quite seriously because there's a lot that could go wrong.
That's gonna fall out though.
But Merv's experience
Shouldn't, because it'll be coming up the whole time too.
tells him it just might work.
Sometimes when you're on a scene, you get locked in. It's like tunnel vision.
I like it on that hook like that, but okay.
It's always the unknown. We're gonna give it our best shot.
Put some tension on it, we'll see what it does.
Merv takes the controls.
Okay.
But it soon becomes clear.
It's gonna keep falling out.
Jordan's instincts were right.
Towing is trial and error. Lots and lots of error.
Hook it on the bottom then. Okay.
Any tow truck driver who thinks he knows everything has got it all wrong.
Jordan sorts out a better rig point.
Okay, I'm in. We're good.
With the lines dialed, Merv attacks the 40,000-pound dump truck again.
He's pretty unstable, eh?
But inside the box, there's a problem.
It's really heavy to that side.
Still has a bit of load.
A lot heavier on that one side. Way heavier.
Because the load's all to one side, it actually wants to potentially roll the truck over.
That thing is sketchy.
Just holding on by a thread. Bit of a funky smell in the air.
On the outskirts of Merritt,
Clear it up now.
James and Alandall
It made it that far.
arrive at a pullout to help Reliable's newest hire.
We have Scott Bird on our team now. I've heard from quite a few people that he's a great operator.
He's got her dialed.
The backup is needed.
So this is the poo truck.
Oh, Lord.
On Scott's first recovery in years. A destroyed motorhome
Oh, that was nasty, man.
with a distinct odor.
So this RV smells like a nice summer drive when you hit the farmland.
Earlier today, the camper ripped apart on an off-ramp.
The Zanny tanks exploded just like the rest of the motorhome did.
It's got wicked air conditioning, though.
Okay, we're doing a little rodeo show.
Oh, yeah.
The final step will put Scott's comeback to the test.
We're gonna put it on his trailer and get it back to the yard. It's bent, it's broken. It's gonna be trouble.
It's Scott's first time working a winch line in nearly 5 years.
As I'm lifting this thing, I have to be so careful.
Come on. That's all I can lift it right there.
With the 19,000-pound unit hanging in the balance,
Back underneath it to the front tires, and I'll set it down.
Scott wastes no time.
I don't want it to fall apart before it gets on that trailer.
It's all yours.
Scott knows his stuff. He had that thing ready to be loaded.
It looks like the poo truck is about done with.
I'm very happy that this thing is on James's trailer.
Well, I'm gonna go home and have another shower. Maybe throw my clothes in the garbage.
Good times up here. Scott likes to joke around a lot, but he knows what he's doing.
He's got the experience. It really helps you know that the job's going to get done.
I'm excited to get involved with the new crew. I have high hopes for this season.
Done! Turkey dinner done!
What's going on there, eastbound?
2 hours away. In the Fraser Valley.
Gravel truck lost the steering tire.
Merv and his rotator
She's pretty unstable, eh?
are grappling with a lopsided wreck.
Could roll over. It could go back in the ditch.
That thing is sketchy.
The weight on this dump truck it's somewhat severe.
Just holding on by a thread.
Oh,
But Merv's skilled handling
2 feet.
very good.
lands the back end on the road.
Nice.
But the battle with the destroyed dump truck
It's got the steer axle ripped out of it, flat tires, and all the wet dirt.
So buried in mud in here.
is far from over.
Yeah.
This truck definitely launched.
Late for his own birthday party,
I'm gonna pull forward 10 feet here.
It seems like every year for my birthday, I get a wreck as a present.
Merv will reposition the rotator to try to reel in the front end fast.
There's gonna be a lot of resistance pulling it out of the ditch.
Snatch block.
Drag it sideways, spin her over onto the roadway.
Got her. Okay.
I want to get this job done. I don't want to stand on the side of the highway.
But for the plan to work,
About as greasy as she gets, boys.
they need to power the unit through thousands of pounds of extra earth.
That's a ton of dirt.
What we're doing is pulling it back through its load that it spilled into the median.
The whole front end's coming up with the ditch.
Quite the wrestling match.
It might not even pull it. There's a lot of dirt under there. That's a ton of dirt.
On the Trans-Canada Highway,
The whole front end's coming up with the ditch.
a wreck bogged down by its own load is resisting Merv and his 50-ton rotator.
Because we're just starting to dig there.
It's all loose, soft dirt. It's piling up against it.
We're just helping remediate the ditch this way.
Merv
That's your plan. And I'll see if I can pick it and swing it.
pivots his approach
Are we gonna win?
to crane the unit the final few feet to the road.
Heck yeah.
Give her a little bit of a lift and get it out of the ditch.
In seconds,
Oh my God.
the final lift is complete.
It's a huge sense of relief getting that truck out of there.
Trailer backing up.
A flatbed arrives to haul the wreckage away.
We're getting much closer. Keep coming.
It fought us all the way out, but our team managed to pull through.
Send it. Yeah, there you go. Going. Yeah, we're good.
And for Merv,
Happy birthday.
it's a special day well spent.
It's definitely a good feeling. There's a ton of people that all taught me what I know. And now I'm the one who's helping the younger guys below me.
Engine's open. Keep the 3 close.
75 miles east.
The highway's open.
Truckers snake along windy Highway 3.
That highway can be very, very dangerous.
Be aware.
It's an animal of its own.
Just after 10 a.m., a 30-ton Jamie Davis wrecker rolls to a call.
His B train off the road.
After spending the summer in Ireland, operator Greg Mulligan is back.
I don't know whether he's on a bend, so we'll figure it out when we get up there.
A former elite sniper in the Irish military.
Wow, that's happening, man.
Last winter, Greg came to Jamie, green to heavy rescue.
All right, you're good. Okay, winch.
I didn't know the first thing about wreckers or towing.
I think that's good.
We went to a lot of wrecks last year together. He trained with me.
These things are really delicate, right?
Quick learner, really a natural at this job.
Now in his second season, Greg wants to prove he can go it alone.
I want to have a little bit more confidence and not be afraid to make my own decisions.
Reaching the scene,
All right, well, he's not partly in the ditch.
Greg sees this won't be an easy start.
This guy went off the road. He's fully loaded.
The driver
That corner's slick.
is an American trucker out of his element.
I've never had a road where you turn the steering wheel and it doesn't steer.
Hey, how's it going?
All right.
He's not used to driving on these kind of mountain highways. Just come onto the corner a little too fast and ended up in the snowbank.
What kind of weight do you reckon is the whole thing?
Yeah.
There's probably 30 ton of straw in there.
Now, rescuing the B train stacked high with straw is up to Greg.
Wow. Sure packs it in there.
Yeah, it sunk right in.
It's going to be a little bit difficult to get this truck out of here.
To improve his odds,
I don't want to go too heavy at it. I don't know what's in there.
Greg chisels out the tractor as much as he can.
When these trucks go into the snow hard, they compact. It really locks the trucks in.
With the shoveling done,
Throw some snatch blocks on, be ready to go, and hopefully then it won't delay you too much.
Greg rigs for the heavyweight pull.
I've never been told before. I'm curious.
Greg, it's going to take everything he has and everything that that truck has to get this job done.
Give a little tug in this and see what it does. I'll just get you to sit in and then release the brakes, and we'll see what it starts doing.
But the 95,000-pound B train isn't cooperating.
There's a lot of resistance there from the snow. It wants to hold the wreck.
Not a good place for us to be.
This little piece of road gets a lot of people.
East of Hope on Highway 3.
Pushed him right in the ditch.
Greg's first recovery of the season
Not a good place for us to be.
is a solo effort against a loaded B train locked in snow.
Craig's really gonna have to put his thinking cap on here.
Yeah.
You know, what did I learn last year? What can I do with this truck?
Greg adapts his strategy.
This job, you have to get that happy medium of lifting and pulling.
I'm gonna start maybe see kind of start to pull it out, and then what I might get you to do at the same time is try and help me.
In the 30-ton Mack, he repositions, making room to winch the casualty forward.
It's getting there. It's working out.
The 95,000-pound unit
I think it probably can drive out of here now.
is ready to go.
You did good. You did appreciate it.
I want to be that guy that can just be tasked with a job.
That's when you become a professional and make it look easy.
Just go out, know what to do, no drama, get it done.
Thank you.
Nice meeting you.
Yeah, you too.
All right, have a good one. Safe travels.
I have confidence in Greg. He's got what it takes.
I'm happy.
The road's open. Yes, sir.
An hour and a half west, in the Fraser Valley.
Hello.
Mission towing boss Ken DeParent
So you buried your truck.
is called for a backcountry recovery.
Oh boy. I love off-road jobs. You never know what to expect when you get to them. Yeah, okay, thank you. Bye-bye, bye.
But today, Ken is stuck at the yard.
Being in the office is not really my cup of tea.
Running the family business.
There we go. Whoops. I am not a fan of paperwork. Never have been.
So, in a Mission 1-ton,
We're off to Stave Lake Mud Flats.
operator Ryan Marshall is dispatched alone.
We got a vehicle half in the water and I guess half in the mud.
For the past few winters,
Holy.
Ryan has made his mark
Yeah, buddy.
as a rising player on Ken's team.
Just tighten it up. We'll see what we got. Ryan's a good guy to work with. He's actually one of the best guys we got on small wreckers.
Spin! Spin the tires!
I like to challenge myself. If someone says I can't do it, I will do it.
30 miles north of Mission, Ryan turns off a rugged back road
It's like a different world up here.
to the notorious Stave Lake Mud Flats.
These guys are over there somewhere.
Mud flats can be a great place to go four-wheeling.
Down in the water with everybody around. I gotta figure out how to get to them.
But every so often, there's the odd one that gets stuck. And gets stuck really bad.
It's a nice area to be at, but looks can be deceiving.
So it's like I don't want to sink when I'm down there. See? Little puddle, but actually really deep.
It's a big open mud pit.
Finally,
This is gonna be interesting.
Ryan reaches his target.
Hey, what's going on? Jeremy. Ryan. So you're the one who's stuck?
Yeah.
The driver ventured too far into the muck.
Thought I could go across it, but as you can see, it didn't make it across.
The off-roaders called for help. After they tried to pull the SUV out themselves.
We've snapped quite a few ropes, snapped a rear hitch.
It's a difficult thing to just yank someone out of a mud hole.
And I don't have any drive right now either.
And Ryan discovers
So is this a neutral?
Yeah.
the failed do-it-yourself recovery
Frame's already broken there, so.
has compromised a potential rig point.
That's right.
They broke the bumper, and that's a problem for me.
What do you think?
You just scratch in your head like, how do I do this?
But with a quick assessment,
Yeah, we got some hooks. We can get it on there.
Ryan scrambles a plan B.
I just tell them, do it the way you've been trained. But a lot of this, you gotta learn it out on the road.
I'm gonna lift it high on the back end.
But what I'm going to rig to is the undercarriage of the frame. They haven't damaged it.
But at the popular off-road spot, the crowd takes notice.
It's a lot of pressure on me to get the job done. And logo on the side says Mission Towing.
With all eyes on him, Ryan begins to whinge.
Ryan's representing Mission Towing, and we want to make sure he's putting on a good show for these people.
Very soft, yeah. I'm just gonna see how this goes. And if it works, we gotta get it out of the suction. I hope that's gonna hold there.
On the Stave Lake mudflats,
We gotta get it out of the suction. I'm just gonna see how this goes. And if it works,
Ryan
I hope that's gonna hold there.
fights a bogged-down SUV with a crowd looking on.
A lot of people like to film on their cell phones and post to social media.
Ryan's representing our company out there. Just do the job right, and that's what you do.
Ryan raises his boom
It's all about leverage. You have to lift it up to break the suction.
and delivers a top-notch performance.
That came out pretty nice than I thought it would.
It's nice to impress the people and get their trust that we can get the job done.
Bigger crowd than normal, but it's a good crowd.
Everything looked good. It was done professionally. Ryan did a great job.
It came out nicely, though.
He's the hero of the day up there for sure.
Nice. See ya. Away we go. We got it done.
Clear.
The next morning,
Time goes on, it's gonna get worse.
in hope,
Did this quote, taking care of that. This is the thing we have to look after here.
Jamie is catching up on paperwork.
You can't be on the road and be around the office at the same time.
Arriving to start his day,
I brought you back a little something from the travels. What is this? That's not major.
Greg has brought a special gift for Jamie and wife and business partner, Sherry.
Cool.
Thought it'd be nice to bring back something from Ireland.
A symbol passed through generations, the Davis family crest.
A small little bit of history there and just where the name comes from.
I always enjoy that European flavor of Greg's.
Pretty common back in Ireland to have the family crest on trucks.
Oh, I like that.
That's really cool, yeah. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, thank
Pretty
you.
cool. You're welcome.
He's top shelf. A guy like that doesn't walk through the door every day.
Next time on Highway Thru Hell, a hard landing
Heads up!
is a high-stakes recovery for the mission team.
Oh, stop!
A sudden storm
What's James on, guys?
launches James Luke into unfamiliar chaos.
Come on!
And Team Green,
And I hate mud.
doubles down
Let's give her a little bit.
on a sinking situation.
Hey,